Did you know that not all nuts are beneficial to your health? It may sound strange, right? After all, nuts are often touted as super healthy foods, full of nutrients and good for the heart. But for seniors, the truth is that some of these nuts can actually be harmful, and you need to know which ones to avoid. If you've ever thought, nuts are always good for my health, pay attention. As we age, our bodies change, and so do our digestion and metabolism. Some foods that were once easy to digest may become difficult or even dangerous. And nuts are no exception. In this video, you'll discover the 5 nuts you should avoid at all costs as a senior. Sometimes, a simple snack of nuts can pose a significant risk to your health, affecting everything from your heart to your digestive system. Over time, seniors become more sensitive to certain foods, and nuts with hard shells or high amounts of saturated fat can do more harm than good. That's why it's so important to know what you're putting on your plate. But don't worry. By the end of the video, I'll give you healthy and delicious alternatives you can include in your diet, without fear, to ensure long-term health. Stay with me until the end. This is an essential video for anyone who wants to live with better health and quality of life. And before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and leave a comment. We want to know, what's your favorite nut? Share with us. Let's dive in and find out which nuts you should avoid, and start making smarter choices for your health. First nut to avoid: macadamia nuts and their healthy alternative. You've probably heard of delicious macadamia nuts, right? They're crunchy, flavorful, and often used in dessert recipes or even as snacks. But if you're a senior, it's important to know that macadamia nuts may not be the best option for your health. Although these nuts are rich in antioxidants and healthy fats, they also contain a high level of saturated fats. Consuming too much of these fats can harm your heart health, as they can raise bad cholesterol levels, which increases the risk of heart disease, especially for older adults. And, for those who have dental issues or weaker chewing ability, the texture of macadamia nuts can be difficult to digest, leading to discomfort. So, what can you eat instead of macadamia nuts? The ideal alternative is almonds. They're much friendlier for heart health. Unlike macadamia nuts, almonds are rich in unsaturated fats, which help lower bad cholesterol and improve cardiovascular health. They also contain vitamin E, which is great for skin health and has an anti-inflammatory effect on the body. In addition, almonds are easier to chew, which is a big advantage for people with dental issues or gum inflammation. You can enjoy them in many ways, whether as a snack, mixed into a salad, or even in a healthy dessert recipe. And to really highlight this change, I'll share the story of John, a 72-year-old man who decided to make this swap and had great results. John's testimonial: "I've always loved macadamia nuts. They were my favorite snack, but over time, I started feeling more tired, and my doctor warned me about my cholesterol. That's when my nutritionist suggested I switch macadamia nuts for almonds. At first, I was a bit skeptical, but to my surprise, almonds are delicious. They have a mild flavor, they're crunchy, and they help keep my heart healthy. I even eat them in the afternoon as a light snack. And the best part is that my cholesterol improved, and I feel more energized day to day." So, if you're looking to take better care of your heart and improve your health, almonds are a fantastic option to replace macadamia nuts. Give them a try and see the difference this simple swap can make for your health. If you're enjoying these health tips and want to keep learning how to improve your quality of life, don't wait any longer. Subscribe to our channel now and hit the notification bell so you never miss an important video on how to take care of yourself and live with more vitality. And don't forget to leave a comment. We want to know how you're taking care of yourself and which healthy alternative you're going to try today. Join our community and start transforming your health right now. Second nut to avoid: Brazil nuts and their healthy alternative. Brazil nuts are often seen as a superfood, packed with essential minerals like selenium, and they have a rich, buttery taste. However, for seniors, these nuts can pose some serious risks, especially when consumed in excess. Brazil nuts contain an extremely high level of selenium, a mineral that, in large amounts, can actually become toxic to the body. Overconsumption of selenium can lead to symptoms like fatigue, gastrointestinal issues, and even nerve damage, which is a concern, especially as we get older and our bodies become more sensitive to certain nutrients. According to the National Institutes of Health (NIH), while selenium is an essential nutrient, it's crucial to maintain a proper balance. Too much selenium can result in what's called selenosis, which can have harmful effects on health. And since Brazil nuts are one of the richest sources of selenium. Even eating just a small handful can push your selenium levels to high. So what can you eat instead of Brazil nuts? The best alternative here is sunflower seeds. They are much lower in selenium but still offer a rich source of healthy fats, vitamin E, and other important nutrients. Sunflower seeds are also easier to digest, making them a great choice for seniors who may have issues with chewing or swallowing nuts. They're also versatile and can be added to salads, yogurts, or eaten as a snack. Sunflower seeds are a much safer option for maintaining healthy levels of selenium without the risks associated with Brazil nuts. To give you a better idea of how making this switch can work, here's a story from Maria, a 68-year-old who decided to replace Brazil nuts with sunflower seeds. Maria's testimonial: I used to eat Brazil nuts every day because I thought they were super healthy, but after a while, I started feeling really fatigued and had stomach issues. I didn't understand why until my doctor told me that I was probably getting too much selenium. She recommended I try sunflower seeds instead, and I'm so glad I did. They taste great, and they're much gentler on my stomach. I feel more energized now, and I no longer have to worry about overdoing it on selenium. It's a small change, but it's made a big difference in how I feel day to day. So, if you're looking to cut back on selenium and choose a safer option, sunflower seeds are a fantastic alternative to Brazil nuts. Try them out, and you'll see how easy it is to make a healthier choice. Third nut to avoid: pistachios and their healthy alternative. Pistachios are another popular snack, loved for their unique flavor and satisfying crunch. However, for seniors, these nuts can pose some challenges. The primary concern is their hard shell, which can be difficult to open for those with limited hand strength or arthritis. While many people enjoy the process of cracking open the shell, it can become frustrating and even lead to injury for seniors with weaker joints. Plus, if you have dental issues or problems with chewing, pistachios can be hard to digest properly. Aside from the physical challenges, pistachios can also be problematic due to their high sodium content, especially when eaten in salted versions. High sodium intake can contribute to high blood pressure, which is a significant risk factor for heart disease and stroke, particularly in older adults. According to the American Heart Association, high blood pressure affects nearly half of adults in the U.S., and it's something seniors need to watch carefully to maintain heart health. So, what can you eat instead of pistachios? A great alternative to pistachios is walnuts. Walnuts are soft, easy to chew, and packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are excellent for heart health. Unlike pistachios, they are much lower in sodium, making them a better option for those looking to reduce their blood pressure. Walnuts are also a great source of antioxidants and vitamin E, which are essential for maintaining healthy brain function and preventing cognitive decline. Walnuts are easy to incorporate into your diet. You can eat them as a snack, sprinkle them on oatmeal, or add them to salads for an extra crunch. They're a much safer and healthier alternative to pistachios, especially if you're concerned about sodium or have trouble opening shells. To give you an idea of how this simple swap can make a difference, here's a story from Carlos, a 75-year-old who decided to switch from pistachios to walnuts. Carlos's testimonial: I used to love eating pistachios, but opening the shells started becoming more and more difficult for me. Plus, I noticed that I was feeling bloated and tired after snacking on them, and my doctor mentioned that the salt could be causing my blood pressure to rise. I decided to give walnuts a try, and I'm so happy I did. They're much easier to eat, and I love that they're good for my heart. I feel better, and my blood pressure has improved since I made the change. It was a simple swap, but it's really made a difference in how I feel. So, if you're looking for a healthier, easier to eat alternative to pistachios, walnuts are the way to go. Give them a try and see the positive impact they can have on your health and well-being. Fourth nut to avoid: cashews and their healthy alternative. Cashews are often seen as a tasty and creamy option in snacks and dishes. But for seniors, they can pose some significant health concerns. While cashews are high in healthy fats and minerals, like magnesium, they can also be a hidden source of allergies. In fact, cashews are one of the most common food allergens, and allergic reactions can range from mild symptoms like itching or swelling to more severe reactions, such as anaphylaxis, which can be life-threatening. For seniors, the immune system becomes weaker with age, making allergic reactions more likely or severe. Even if you haven't had an allergic reaction to cashews in the past, it's important to stay cautious, especially if you have a history of food allergies or sensitivities. Additionally, cashews are typically roasted and sometimes salted, which adds unnecessary sodium to your diet. High sodium intake can contribute to increased blood pressure, which is a major health concern for older adults. Maintaining a low sodium diet is key to preventing conditions like heart disease and stroke. So, what can you eat instead of cashews? The perfect alternative to cashews is almonds. Almonds are much safer for those with food allergies and are a great source of vitamin E, which is essential for skin and immune system health. They are lower in sodium, making them heart-friendly, and are also rich in fiber, which helps with digestion and keeps you feeling full longer. Almonds are versatile, easy to digest, and can be eaten in various ways, whether as a snack, in smoothies, or sprinkled over your favorite salad. Their mild flavor and crunchy texture make them an excellent replacement for cashews. 2 Making this simple switch can benefit you. Here's a story from Lucia, a 70-year-old woman who switched from cashews to almonds. Lucia's testimonial. I used to love cashews, especially in my salads and as a snack, but I had an allergic reaction once, and it made me really scared. I never knew cashews could be so problematic, and my doctor warned me that I should avoid them. That's when I tried almonds instead, and I've never looked back. Not only do they taste great, but I feel much better knowing I'm not risking an allergic reaction. They're so much easier on my stomach, and I don't have to worry about extra salt either. My skin feels healthier, and my overall digestion has improved since I started eating almonds. So, if you're looking for a safer, heart-friendly option, almonds are a fantastic choice. They're nutritious, easy to eat, and don't come with the same allergy risks that cashews can pose. Make the swap and enjoy the benefits for your health. Fifth nut to avoid: peanuts and their healthy alternative. Peanuts are a popular snack, often enjoyed in a variety of forms, from peanut butter to roasted peanuts in a bowl. However, for seniors, peanuts can present some real concerns. First and foremost, peanuts are one of the most common food allergens and can cause serious reactions, ranging from mild rashes to life-threatening anaphylaxis. This is especially important as we get older, as the immune system becomes more sensitive and prone to unexpected allergic reactions. Moreover, peanuts are often consumed in highly processed forms, such as peanut butter, which can be loaded with added sugars, unhealthy fats, and preservatives. Even plain roasted peanuts can be high in sodium, which, as we've discussed before, can contribute to high blood pressure, a major health concern in older adults. Additionally, aflatoxins, a type of toxin produced by mold that sometimes grows on peanuts, can be harmful when consumed in large amounts. These toxins are known to be carcinogenic and can pose a greater risk to older individuals whose immune systems may not fight them off as effectively. So what can you eat instead of peanuts? A much healthier and safer alternative to peanuts is hazelnuts. Hazelnuts are not only lower in sodium but also rich in healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. They contain vitamin E, which supports your immune system, and are also a good source of fiber. Hazelnuts are gentle on digestion and offer a slightly sweet, rich taste that's perfect as a snack or added to dishes like oatmeal, salads, or even desserts. Hazelnuts are naturally lower in allergens compared to peanuts, making them a safer option for seniors who want to avoid food allergies. They also have a much lower risk of being contaminated with harmful mold toxins, unlike peanuts. To share how this change can make a difference, here's the story of Elena, a 65-year-old woman who switched from peanuts to hazelnuts. Elena's testimonial. I used to snack on peanuts every day, especially peanut butter, but I started having some strange reactions, like swelling and itching, and my doctor told me that it might be an allergic reaction to peanuts. I was so worried, especially after hearing about all the health risks they could pose. I decided to try hazelnuts, and I'm so glad I did. Not only do they taste amazing, but they don't give me any issues with my immune system. They're easier on my digestion, and I feel much better. I even add them to my morning oatmeal now. So, if you're looking for a safer, heart-healthy alternative to peanuts, hazelnuts are an excellent choice. Give them a try, and see how easy it can be to make healthy. Now that you know the 5 nuts you should avoid, it's clear that small changes can have a big impact on your health. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to certain foods, and making more conscious food choices is essential to maintaining our vitality and well-being. Replacing nuts like macadamias, Brazil nuts, pistachios, cashews, and peanuts with safer alternatives like almonds, pecans, sunflower seeds, and hazelnuts can help reduce the risk of allergies, improve digestion, and protect your heart. One important tip is to choose fresh nuts without additives. Avoid salted or preservative-filled options and prefer the natural versions. Another suggestion is to vary your choices, alternating between different types of nuts and seeds, such as almonds, pecans, and sunflower seeds. Helps ensure a balanced and nutrient-rich diet. Of course, it's crucial to pay attention to portions. Like any food, nuts and seeds should be consumed in moderation. A daily serving of around 30 grams to 50 grams is enough to reap the benefits without overdoing it. Also, stay alert to allergies and sensitivities. If you start noticing any unusual symptoms, like swelling, abdominal pain, or difficulty breathing, it's important to consult a doctor and consider replacing that food in your diet. All of this is part of taking care of yourself and ensuring you continue living healthily and with vitality. Your health is in your hands. Small choices like these can improve your quality of life and bring more energy to your daily routine. If you want to keep making smart food choices and take better care of your health, subscribe to our channel now and turn on notifications. Don't miss any video on how to live with more energy and well-being. Leave your comment below and share your experience with nuts. What's your favorite, and what changes are you making in your diet? Join us and start your journey toward a healthier life today.